Alright, round one. Unfortunately, we have to mulligan this because we have the cool Bandar Rallier synergy, as well as all these other sweet synergy cards, but we're going to have to mulligan that one. Alright, this one we get to keep, though, which is sweet. Rallier on top, we're going to bottom that. And opponent goes first. So Seed Sculptor into Dragster could be a thing. Into Cruiser, maybe. Attack for 8 or a 9 on turn 4 potentially, which is very good. Looks like the mirror match here. All right, opponent's curving out. Oh man, we wanted the Verdant Automaton. What a jerk. All right, so we'll play the Seed Sculptor here. Get our counter and pass. Foundry Hornets already looking pretty good actually. Okay. Oh, man, we wanted Artisan too. This person was probably in our cube, it seems like. Because I feel like I passed all 3 of these cards. Not that it's necessarily a sign that they were, but I feel like they could have been. So I guess we'll play... We need both, to be honest. So let's play the Dragster here and then pass. I can do Cruiser or Hornet next turn, both of which are pretty good. I guess if our opponent's tapped out, I want to do the Hornet next turn because just taking care of Automaton is very good. Okay. So opponent can't pay for that. This is a great opportunity to just take care of 2 of their artifacts. So I think we are going to play the Hornet here. So we play Hornet, kill 2 of their guys. Really nice. Beautiful. So then we get the Dragster going with our Hornet. Smash for 6. They don't have a good block either. And pass. At least they're missing their land drops, so that's pretty good. So they do have an artifact. They do get to draw a card. They did not see their land, though, which is good news for us. And now they're in some pretty big trouble, especially if they're attacking, because this Fleet Wheel Cruiser is just going to dish some pain out. Pretty fortunate that this is this is happening just because we're basically, if we're drawing all lands, I really like what we had, especially on the mulligan. So let's get our Dragster going with the Seed Sculptor, and then we'll just smash here for a lot of damage. 11. Plus, we're going to lose our Dragster, but at least we get to draw a couple cards. I think at this point they're going to chump the... Oh, they're not. Okay, so they're just going to take 9. We do lose our Dragster, but we draw 2 cards. Oh, no. 2 more lands? Okay. So they can destroy our Cruiser now. I mean, technically we don't have to leave up. Okay. So we don't want them to blow up our Cruiser, which I guess means we just smash with both of our guys here. Okay. So I'm not going to use the Ornamental Courage either, I don't think. I think I'm just going to let them... Okay. So now they busted it, which is fine. Now we can play the Courage. We could do a defensive Courage, too, if we wanted, couldn't we? What are the chances that they attack? Just playing Courage here to take care of a 0-3 doesn't seem worth it, so we're going to let that resolve and just all this happen. I think the defensive Courage is probably better. Especially if we can take care of this or even Automaton. Pretty crazy our opponent has missed this many land drops, but it's also pretty crazy how many lands we've seen in the top 14. Out of the top 14, 9 have been lands. That's a lot. I really want them to attack. No attacks, though. But still, Courage on this Cruiser is going to be so good. There's our Judge. Yeah, so we get to draw off Judge. Let's draw our card. Caught in the Brights. There's our splash card. All right, we'll that's fine. So we'll get the Cruiser going, and we even get to swing with our Seed Sculptor too, which is nice. And I think they're going to try and kill our Cruiser, where Ornamental Courage is just going to come up huge. So they're triple blocking, or they're just double blocking. Regardless, this Ornamental Courage is going to be basically exactly what I said it would be, which is utterly fantastic. So let's untap our Trample Dude, get in some extra damage. So we get a nice 2-for-1. They finally find their 4th land. I keep forgetting, and a commenter keeps bringing it up. Caught in the Brights is also a Revolt enabler with a vehicle attack, because this goes to your graveyard. Which is a good observation. I like that, especially in a deck that actually has Revolt in it, right? Because we have the Aeronaut, the Rallier, and maybe we cut the other one. I forgot what it was. The Silkweaver Elites. Okay. Daring Demolition, I guess that was pretty necessary. Okay, Thriving Rats, sure. Guess we'll bash with both. Even though they kind of get a free block here, we get that off the board, which is nice. Play the Rats. And pass. Midnight Entourage. So that's not an Aetherborn, it's a 3/3. And it's when that dies, you get to draw a card and lose a life. Well, okay. Ooh, Subtle Strike. What a fantastic draw that was. Yeah, that was just an utterly fantastic draw. That's interesting. I wonder if they have their own Ornamental Courage, because this block just kills their guy. Why wouldn't they? That's a bit curious. I mean, we're going to do Subtle Strike anyway, regardless. But let's do this. So we want to -1/-1 this, and then plus this, and they actually die to the Aetherborn trigger. Okay. Cool. All right. So we get game 1. Mirror match, but they have much more of a, it appears they have much more of a artifact-based deck, where whereas ours is +1/+1 counter related. Could have used some of the cards they have, right? Like Artisan, Automaton, but that's all right. It's okay. We still have a lot of synergies in here. So, yep. Obsolescence takes care of Automaton, I guess, but not worth bringing it in, I don't think. So let's stick to the same game plan here and run it back. We're actually going to keep this hand. I know it seems a bit dangerous, but we have the map, we have the growth. So we get to go turn 1 map. Turn 2 we can find our black mana if we need it. White mana, we can get off growth. So we'll keep this. It's an implement as well, but let's get our map going here. This is just in case we don't rip the land. Alright, Operative is obviously a good card. So we got our black land, that's cool. So that means we can crack the map for the white mana, play the growth, play the implement. Right? Okay, so let's get our white mana. Could have just played the swamp too, I guess. So let's play the growth. Let's play the implement. And let's pass. So next turn we can play the Dragster, or we can play a Hinny. Well, a Hinny gets a little bit worse, but that's okay. Getting some damage in here. I might just want to Caught in the Brights now. The Leopard. But I could also just take some damage here and play the Dragster. I'm trying to think of my options here. Like I can play, well, if I play the Caught in the Brights on the Leopard, we save ourselves 4 points of damage. Opponent's got 4 cards in hand. I feel like saving ourselves some damage now is not a bad idea. Because I really don't want to take 6 next turn. Possibly 7 if they have the artifact. So I might just play Caught in the Brights now. This is kind of a preservation play here. Especially with the Fleetwheel Cruiser next turn. If I can make it work, I might just sack the growth to make it work. Okay, Aether Herder, sure. Still saving ourselves some damage, which is nice. We only take 2, which is also nice. So let's see if we can play the Cruiser here. Didn't find it. Let's play the... I'm actually going to sack the growth here to draw a card. Possibly get the land? No? So we can play the Rats, get the Implement, draw another card, possibly get the land there. That's not bad. Kind of keeps this at bay a little bit. And then we can eventually play Marauder and just move those counters right off. That's not bad either. All right, let's play Rats. Because I do want to hit my land drop here. Implement it. Got the land, very good. Play it, pass. Okay, so they have the combat trick. I think we're going to have to take 5 here. Oh, it was they had the Death Touch. Maybe I should have blocked. Well, I want to get the counters on this Marauder because this is our way to rebuild. Okay, so we can swing with Rats, play Marauder. Get a 4/4 flying lifelink. Little Black Sarah Angel. So they could have Daring Demolition, but I'm not going to play around it. Okay. At least they lose their artifact. So we take 5. So if I draw a land, we can play the Tiger, which keeps both at bay, which is nice. Otherwise, not exactly sure what I get to play. All right, so we just play Tiger here for some protection. Marionette Master's going to be a tough one to beat. No attacks. Well, that's interesting. Let's see here. So with 6 mana, I can play Henny plus Dragster. I guess we do that. Oops. We're going to end up going to 1 if they attack with everything and have nothing. That's pretty tough. Marionette Master with Eliminate the Competition is really good synergy. So if I get Prey Upon, I can deal with the Master. It's still not good enough, though, is it? Foundry Hornet? But the problem with Foundry Hornet is, not only do we not have +1/+1 counters, but even if we did, we would lose 3 life, which is pretty unacceptable. Okay, so we'll let that trigger resolve. So what we have to do is activate the Dragster. And yeah, we're basically just going to 1 here. At least the Henny gets bigger. Destroy. That's kind of cool, actually. All right. So opponent got us there. I definitely think we can win this match. I know I say it a lot, but our deck is sweet. We could definitely win this match. Like, our opponent's deck is good, too. It's just, I feel like ours is cooler, right? Ours is cooler. It's a little more synergy-based. I guess they have some synergy in there, too. I just like our synergy more than theirs. Ours is a little more of a unique deck. Like, we've seen the artifact-based. A lot of artifact-based decks, but I feel like we haven't seen a lot of this black-green +1/+1 counter-based deck before. So I do like that. I can't do a lot about that stupid Marionette Master, though. I mean, I have Prey Upon. I do have Caught in the Brights with vehicles, so I guess we can deal with it. It's just, it's going to be a little difficult, but we'll do our best. If they didn't have the answer for the Marauder there, they were in big trouble. They were in huge trouble if they didn't have the answer to that. 8-point life swing a turn in the air is pretty big. Okay, we'll play first. Yes! You get to keep this hand, which is awesome. As much as I want the black mana off the map for the Aetherborn, am I going to be able to do that? I don't know. I think I might have to. But then what if I draw a white spell? I'll only have Unbridled Growth to find it. It's a little more difficult. Quite the dilemma. Probably still is worth it. Either way, we're playing the swamp into map here, so I almost want to rip a swamp, but if I don't, the question remains, would I crack the map to get the second black? I don't know. Getting this down on turn 2 is just a lot of potential. With the Subtle Strike, I may have to just forego my chances of getting white mana just for the opportunity of getting this on turn 2 because it really is that good. We'll see. Black mana? Yeah, Henny. Ooh, this is tough. So I can play the Vandar into Yahenni, which is also good. Subtle Strike with Vandar is actually very good too. Oh man, this is tough. This card is so good. Lifelink on turn 2, like I feel like this ups my chances of winning so much. God, and Vandar just putting counters on it too. But getting the white mana, we do have 3 spells in our deck that do require... I don't care. I'm going to go for the Aetherborn here. Might be greedy. I don't think it is, personally, because Aetherborn is just so good. It's such a strong card. Now we get Yahenni. Just get to smash, do all sorts of sweet lifelinky plays here. Just 6-point life swing on, or is it 6-point, or is that how it works? Because this is 4-point plus another 2. Yeah, 6-point life swing. Pretty impressive on turn 3. Next turn we can go Implement plus Bandar too, which is just really good. Plus we have the Subtle Strike to just push through more. Die Young. Well, I guess that doesn't protect, does it? Okay. All right. You got me. Still in good shape here. So we're going to go Implement first. Ooh, Tiger too. Very nice. So we play this off the black mana. And we crack it using the green mana. And we draw our card. All right, and there's our white spell. But still, we have a 3/4 Death Touch lifelink on turn 4 here, which is quite good. All right. I don't think we're going to move the Bandar tokens. Even though we get more lifelink, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. Plus we have Revolt and some other shenanigans. Plus it's a good opportunity to maybe use Subtle Strike, but I guess now that we can play Tiger, we're not going to do that. So we'll just swing with the Aetherborn. Get Tiger out there. If I'd played the Subtle Strike, they wouldn't have had the... Well, that's all right. Cultivator of Blades. All right, that's okay too, actually. They can't pay for it, so we're going to get to smash with everything. I think this is going to be a huge turn for us. So we could make this 8 trample, but once again, I think we're not actually moving the things here. Another land, unfortunately, that's okay. So we'll get in with all of these. So it is lethal. There you have to at least block. So you're going to take 8. So we kill the automaton, and I guess we buff the Bandar to spread our damage out a little bit here. So get him for 9. Okay. Like I said, Aetherborn on turn 2, that was I feel like the most difficult decision of the game, right? Because this is kind of the problem we were worried about, but look how much life it's gained us. We gained 10 life off this thing, and we have a 3/4 Death Touch lifelink. And now we're in a position where they have to underhanded design the Tiger, right? Okay. So they have to underhanded design Tiger. I don't think they have a choice. There's our white mana, just kind of perfect. So we get to do this. And now they have to kill Tiger plus chump both of our guys. So they have to kill a guy plus play a creature or play multiple creatures. I mean, there's plenty of things. Any fabricate spell would save them. But just a removal spell is not going to be good enough. And just a creature is not going to be good enough. Okay, getting back the Cultivator, but they can't play it, so they just needed a draw there. And the Leopard. All right, looks like we got him. Amazing. Very cool. Very good win for us. Very close. Add insult to injury? Why not? No, we don't need to. Let's just win. No need to waste some time here. All right, very cool. Got the victory. Very cool, very cool. Happy to get the victory here. Loving our deck. And like I said, our opponent's deck was good, so getting the win there is just very nice for us. And we never even got to, I really hope one of these games we get to abuse Constrictor. I'm kind of excited about that one. But cool. Got the victory. We'll see you round 2.